Jim, let's move on to another big name. This one surprised some people, other people not surprised. The WWE came to terms on releasing Ric Flair.
And I don't even remember what show we talked about this on. It was earlier in the year or maybe late last year, whenever that deal with him and Charlotte and Lacey Evans was going on.
I think that was earlier this year. I think that was the beginning of this year.
Yeah, it was sometime. Well, it just time flies when I'm sitting here, the closest thing to laying down as possible. Remember, Mark Henry leaves after being browbeaten with no rebuttal and talked to like a piece of shit by Randy Orton on television. And of course, Mark said he asked, and I don't dispute this, that he had wanted more of a position in the company. I don't know if he would be on the creative team or work in the fucking marketing office. He said he wanted an office position, but he wanted more to do with something, probably talent recruitment and shit. And he didn't get what he wanted, so he left. But also, you can't mean to tell me that it didn't mean something that the last time, that this was before he was leaving, the last time he's seen on Raw, he's talked to like a 400-pound piece of shit on a scooter instead of a legend.
Hey, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
What do these 6 people have in common? Bray Wyatt, Ric Flair, Christian, Big Show, Mark Henry, and Matt Hardy.
Well, I don't know where you're going with it, so I'll just ask you what.
All 6 of them, their final appearance was them getting attacked either physically or verbally by Randy Orton.
Well, that's interesting. I was just going for the general WWF burying legends, but it's specific Orton. Guy, it's Orton.
Who's he working with now?
Well, yeah, that's the thing. We laughed about Big Show, and then the whole thing with Flair, we were talking, why are they making Ric Flair look like this? At this point, it's not going to draw any ratings. It's not going to make any money. Flair didn't like it. It's come out from his own lips. He didn't like this. It wasn't due to Lacey Evans. It was just a stupid thing for an icon like Ric Flair to be doing or have him doing. And he wasn't in favor of it. And so he asked for his release. And I mean, I guess when he heard that, fuck, this billionaire's kid is such a WCW 90s fan that he'll book Juventud Guerrera, he'll probably pay me $10 million.
They know each other already. Because Ric Flair did an interview, it may have been earlier this year, it may have been last year, I don't remember, but I read an interview where he said, oh yeah, Tony Khan's one of my best friends, and he respects me enough to know that I will never leave WWE, so he's never even made me an offer.
Well, there you go.
Best friends.
And again, Rick is a very loyal guy. He's been too loyal over the years and too compliant. It's been talked about when he was world champion, he did jobs for every fucking body, and he's put up with all the shit that they buried him in the desert, for fuck's sake. And sometimes it just, he gets in his, it's fucking too much. Like when he had the blow up with fucking Bischoff, it was just too fucking much. And probably he's been festering over why would they treat him that way and make him look like that on Raw. I can't even remember the specifics of one foot in front of the other, but we talked about why would you leave Rick standing there like just an idiot? A Ric Flair so he's been loyal to the WWF for quite some time, and his daughter's huge there, but goddamn. We just did answered a question, and it was a clip on YouTube about civilians outside the wrestling business not knowing how to speak to wrestlers, and it's not as pronounced with the modern generation of wrestlers because they don't know how to speak to wrestlers, but it's pronounced with the folks from Ric Flair's generation or even Big Show's generation or even Mark Henry's generation. And a lot of these guys just, okay, well, fuck this guy, even if it's a clown show. Fuck. I'll get money for easier shit and be treated nicer. So I don't know why that they couldn't see that, the WWE couldn't see hey, maybe we better not just make all these guys look like complete assholes all the time, because they might want to fucking leave.
They spend so much time trying to get guys for years to sign those legacy deals, which were bullshit. Really gave you nothing. And now there's actually a place where some of these legends could go and make money and do stuff and maybe even be on TV. They're leaving.
Yeah, maybe even be on TV. Some of them we never see on TV, but they might be on TV. Some of them in AEW. But that's the thing is that
they could reunite the Four Horsemen if they have Flair.
Good Lord. And then
on TBS or on TNT. Well, on TBS actually.
On
yeah.
TBS.
Yeah.
But actually they'd probably put that on YouTube, on Dark or whatever.
That's right.
But anyway, that's, it's not hard to see that the one mistake the WWE may have made is just treating a lot of these guys goofy, because the creative team, well, it goes back to not knowing how to talk to. I bet you a lot of the people on the modern WWE creative team think that guys of the era of the Flairs or the fucking whoever legends that we're talking about think just as willy-nilly of the business, and they're being asked to do stuff or read lines or memorize scripts or whatever, just like the modern guys do. And it will inflame, sometimes infuriate, or definitely fester with those guys when they're treated like some fucking mooch coming up to them with a script, and here what you're going to be secretly the father of your own baby. What? Yes, it's a great idea, and here's all the script, and they're going to fuck you. I'll figure out some other way, somebody else to pay me to just be me.